Hello and welcome. Today I will be talking about a series that some might know and I think more should know about it and watch it. Today I'm going to be talking about Runner. Runner is a series created by Luke and Kevin Lerdwichagul. I am so sorry if I actually pronounced that wrong. Um, they are better known as Glitch Productions, or even better known as SMG4. They originally created Mario based content where it would be just some random shit, but over time they have developed SMG4 to becoming more than just that. And here we have Glitch Productions. And with this newfound funding, launched their very first real TV show known as Runner, which also has funding from Screen Australia, popular for helping out a certain blue healer, Epic Games, which yes, created that game, and funding from AMD, which if you build PCs, you would know them for their CPUs and GPUs. But now, the actual show. Runner is set in a cyberpunk-esque world where most jobs are linked to video games. Which, if you think about it, a lot of jobs are being linked to video games nowadays. You've got streaming, video work, making video games. There's a lot of jobs being connected to video games nowadays. But in this world, there are people known as meta-runners who replaced their own limbs just to get a competitive advantage in games. Which, I don't know if in the real world I would actually consider replacing one of my limbs for gaming. It'd probably be a lot of money, but anyways. But we meet a girl in the series called Tari who wakes up with a Metarunner arm. But it appears that she can actually teleport into these video games. And there is a lot more, but I can't get into spoiler territory since, well, this whole video is for you to watch it. If I just decided to go ahead and spoil everything, then there's literally no point in going and watching it. But yeah, let's get into these 10 episodes for Metarunner Season 1. This show has been pretty big. Yeah, as I said, there's a whole Season 1 with 10 episodes, and Season 2 is launching very soon. So, I'm gonna start talking about what I liked about Metarunner and what I disliked about Metarunner. Let's get into it. The plot for Metarunner, well, is simple, but so great at the same time. I did just explain it in the intro, but if you need a recap, go back to the intro, which is like a couple seconds. But the plot, considering there are only being 10 episodes, and each mostly being 13 minutes, with a couple of exceptions like episode 5 and 10 being capped at 17 minutes, the story fits very well for their short amount of time. Most anime have over 30 episodes in a season, each episode being like 20 minutes long. But Metarunner doesn't have this amount of runtime, which I also think makes it more accessible for people who especially have less time on their hands. But it is amazing that Glitch Productions can put so much plot into such a smaller period of time than usual. But I do have a problem with the plot. So the first 6 episodes are pretty entertaining, with lots of content and lots to ramp up the story. But episodes 7 to 9, which mostly revolve around playing the Battle Royale game known as Tempest, I'm not too sure if it is just me, but I actually found these episodes really boring. When watching episode 7, I was kind of like, the fuck is this? And episodes 8, I only got through halfway before I was like, nah. And episode 9, I didn't even fucking watch, I just skipped it. The only reason why I actually watched episode 10 was to see what the ending was. I was curious, and man, that was a really good ending. I really liked episode 10. But I just found episodes 7 to 9 really kind of just boring now. Maybe that opinion might change when I rewatch the series next week, but still, I just thought episodes 7 to 9 of season 1 were kind of boring. And I was originally worried about this for season 2, thinking that, oh no, what if season 2 goes down the same route where pretty much episode 7 to 9 or some sort of episode gap is kind of shitty. So, maybe when I rewatch it, episodes 7 to 9 might be good. But I really hope that season 2 doesn't have this problem like what season 1 had. Let's continue. The characters for this was pretty good. Tari was really good, and so was the character of Lux. There are lots of other characters that also were really good at their roles. Masa, Lamar was his name? Yeah, I think it was Lamar. Theo was kind of good, yeah. I would go more in depth into these characters, but a lot of it is more spoiler territory. So I think you go watch the series to kind of find this out. But yeah, a lot of major things happen to these characters during this 10 episode series. So I wouldn't say any character got annoying or less progressive in my opinion. All the characters were great in their own ways. Okay, maybe Theo got a little annoying, but he wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm meant to be annoying, I'm the most annoying little shit. He just, yeah. The character designs match their personalities perfectly. Masa being like the deadbeat, kind of person who's doesn't really have any emotion, is more calm. His design matches, Lamar being that one with the anime body pillow and whatnot, yeah. So whoever modeled them actually did a really good job. And another thing is that a lot of background characters are all really unique. You only see maybe one or two duplicates, but most shows do that because they can't just make each unique, so there has to be some duplicates, but it's not really that noticeable, especially in big crowded scenes and whatnot. So yeah, good job to the modeling and the characters and the writing. All of them did a really good job at that scene. I think let's continue on to probably my favorite part, the soundtrack. I can go on for hours on how good this soundtrack is. All the songs match the theme they are going for, and that is great. The best parts of the OST, the official soundtrack, are definitely the opening and the outro. Just take a listen. Oh man, the intro is really fucking catchy.
Oh, I need one more chip.
Man, the outro is also pretty fucking good. Not only are the opening and outro really good, but also the other parts of the soundtrack, like video games. Nice and gentle. Nice and tropical. Fits the theme perfectly. Wow. This is pretty gentle and so... Holy shit! Fuck, I love the Battle Blaze theme. Just fits so well with the fight that takes place. And I guess that is what makes it much better. Let me tell you that AJ Dispirito and many of the other guests did such a good job on this sick soundtrack. I can't wait for season 2 soundtrack. The intro for that is already fucking amazing. So I can't wait for season 2 soundtrack. I would even just consider watching this show just for the soundtrack if you're one of those gurus. Anyways, let's finally get on to the conclusion. And in conclusion, that is all I have to say about Metarunner Season 1. Please go watch this amazing show for what it really is good at. SMG4 and their team did such a good job on this web series, and it already has an expansive fan base. Metarunner is much different from your Has-Been Hotel or other web series out there, and it is probably one of the best out there, quality-wise and just plot-wise as well. If you do finish Season 1 looking for more content, don't worry, they do have some shorts that they have animated. And also Season 2 is on the horizon, which also reminds me that Blue Healer show I like is also getting its final half of Season 2. Might make a video on that, but I don't know. But for all seriousness, I can't wait for Season 2 of Metarunner. And please go watch Season 1, it is great. Okay, bye.